Hello there, I'm attorney Kelly Longtin from Kelly Longtin Law, and welcome to today's video of spring cleaning and lists that you need to get your affairs in order. The first question I have for you is, do you know what you own? Americans' median household net worth is around $193,000, while the average net worth is just over $1 million, according to the Federal Reserve, which is the central bank of the United States. The median gives a more accurate picture because it shows what most people are experiencing without being skewed by a small number of ultra wealthy Americans. The Federal Reserve tracks household net worth as an indicator of the overall health of the U.S. economy and to gain a long term perspective that influences future monetary decisions. You should track your net worth for similar reasons. This process involves creating an inventory of your assets, meaning everything that you own, and keeping it updated so that it can be measured, analyzed, and readjusted to keep your financial and estate planning goals on tracks. The majority of Americans do not know their net worth at all, and your financial plan and your estate plan are deeply intertwined. Trying to create an estate plan without a clear picture of your finances is like planning a journey without knowing your beginning point. And do you want to ensure that your loved ones are taken care of when you're gone? Do you want to leave a gift to a charity that you care about? Do you want to ensure that the money that you have saved and the assets you have acquired benefit the people and causes that you most care about? If so, you want to start your estate planning soon because your plan begins with an assessment of your net worth. Now, many Americans are unsure about actually how to go about calculating their net worth or even what it is. Around half of Americans told Credit Karma that they do not know how to calculate their net worth. Second point I want to make is 67% also said that they do not track their net worth. And nearly 20% said they do not know what actions to take to actually increase their net worth. Thirdly, more than 1 in 5 believe that the term net worth applies only to the wealthy. But your net worth is calculated by subtracting all of your liabilities, so any monies that you owe, from all of the assets, which is what you own. In order to figure out your net worth, you want to add up all of those values of the assets, like I just mentioned. And assets are things that you own that have values, such as cash, investments, real estate, and personal property. Then you want to add up all of your liabilities, and these are just your debts. So that includes credit cards and balances, loans, mortgages, and then you subtract your total liabilities from your total assets. With this while this calculation is pretty straightforward, you cannot figure out your net worth if you do not have an accurate picture of everything that you own and the value of individual assets, which can be sometimes a little bit trickier to calculate what their actual value is. But let's talk about how an asset inventory actually fits into your estate plan. To provide for your beneficiaries and fulfill other estate planning goals, such as charitable giving, you need to know how much your estate and everything that you own is worth, and therefore how much you have to give away. Compiling an inventory not only helps you measure, grow, and distribute your wealth, it also helps those who must step in if you become incapacitated, where you're unable to manage your affairs, or when you pass away, such as your estate executor, trustees, and agents under a power of attorney decision makers. You want to meet with your estate planning attorney or talk to your estate planning attorney, and they can also help you compile a comprehensive list of your assets and fill in any gaps that you may have. And important things that you want to keep in mind when you are creating your list. When you're creating this list, you want to first write the types of assets and detailed descriptions. Include as much information as possible about each asset, including first bank accounts, perhaps just the last 4 digits of the account number, the full legal name of the financial institution, and whether it's a checking, savings, money market, or a CD. Note if the account is held jointly with another person, and specify their name and their relationship to you. List the named beneficiary for the account and any contingent beneficiaries if you have already completed beneficiary forms. Next is if you have investments. You want to name the brokerage firm or investment company Note the last 4 digits of the account for each of those investments, the type of investments that they are, whether it's stocks or bonds or mutual funds or retirement plans or annuities, and any supporting information such as number of shares owned. You want to specify whether the account, again, is held individually, jointly, or in a trust, and list the primary and contingent beneficiaries for each account if you have already filled out some of those forms, just to let your loved ones know, and to, so that it's clear on your list. You also want to list all your real estate, so the address, the legal description, maybe a copy of the deed if you have it, a mortgage or the lender name if you still owe money on that, and maybe also add on the list how much money you owe and what the monthly payment is, as well as what your property taxes are. You also want to add to that list all of your personal property, so any vehicles that you have, VIN numbers, loan information, whether you have art or antiques or coins or stamps or jewelry, and any other items of value. Another thing you want to list is your digital assets. So online banking and investment accounts, online payment platforms such as PayPal or Venmo, cryptocurrency wallets, what those domain names are, any intellectual property or online business that you have. You want to include documentation that proves ownership of these assets, such as crypto wallet addresses and keys. Another thing you want to list is the acquisition date. Documenting when you acquired an asset can be helpful for tax purposes and tracking progress towards your financial and estate planning objectives. You also want to list the present value. An inventory is a snapshot in time and needs ongoing review and updates. Use a professional appraiser for items such as antique, art, jewelry, collectibles, memorabilia, and furniture. Another is storage. You want to keep an up-to-date asset list, and maybe make some additional copies and give them to somebody that you love. You want to put that list in, if you don't want to share it, which a lot of people may not at this time, you do want to make sure that you keep that list in a water and a fireproof safe. Create backups that might be digitally stored with other important documents on a cloud service or an external hard drive, and keep those in a separate and safe location. So you want to do your list of assets, and you can always store those with your estate planning documents for your family. You really want to create this list so you can start your wealth journey. You need to know the value of everything you own in order to grow your net worth. You also need to know how much wealth you have to ensure that your estate planning wishes are achievable. Depending on your age, you could have years or decades left to acquire more assets, pay down your debts, and grow your wealth so that you have enough financial resources to fulfill your wishes by the time your estate plan actually takes effect. You cannot get to where you want to go on your wealth journey if you do not understand where you are right now. Now, that's the first step of the journey, is just creating a current comprehensive asset list, and then meeting with your financial advisor and estate planning attorney in order to get started on that journey. So I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe our page below. I'm attorney Kelly Longtin at Kelly Longtin Law.